morning. My name is Elleesa and welcome to my crafting channel. So today I am going to guide you through one of my projects step by step. Let's get started.
So I'm just jumping into Design Space and I'm going to start this card base from scratch again. So we're just going to go to Shapes and I'm going to go to the square with the rounded corners and I'm going to make that the size that I want my card to be. So I'm going to make this 10.78 by 10.78. I'm going to line that up at 10 and 10. I also hate that color, so we're going to make it grey. I'm going to duplicate. And I'm going to take this below and I'm just going to align. So we're going to select both, align to the top and align right. No, we'll just center it anyway. So one of them I want to be position X, and this one I want this to be at position 10 plus 10.78. So I'm going to go 20.78. Now before I weld this, because this is the back of the card, this is the front of the card. So now I'm going to duplicate, turn this from operation to a guide. I'm going to take it to the front of the card. So I selected the two. I'm going to go align right, align bottom. Now I'm going to attach the two of them, because that guide is very important to me. Next I'm going to take another guide. So I'm going to duplicate this guide. So I'm going to right click duplicate or Control D on a PC. I'm going to make this insert 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. I like the inserts being that size because then I can just cut them on a trimmer. Now I'm going to take it to this guide here. Now I want to align that center, but I really don't want this to pop out of its position. So first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go align left, align bottom. Now I'm going to go align center. I'm going to detach this for now, because what I want to do is I want to take these two grey layers and I am just going to go with the unite function for now. On the last couple of projects I've done, the unite function is great, but just before I was ready to cut, I had to do a save as of my project and then weld everything that was united, because otherwise it took too long to load. Just a little tip. Work in unite until you're ready and then move on. So this is the guide for the outer, this is the guide for the inner. So this I want to definitely attach together. Now if I wanted to cut my insert on my Cricut Joy or whatever Cricut you're using, just duplicate that guide again and turn it back from operation back to cut. That color doesn't show up any flaws, so just a different color. If you want to see what it looks like on the screen, then change your colors on your screen as you go as well. So what else do I want to do? Well, I want to do an insert card, so I want to do some corners. So I'm going to go to images, card, and free. Now I'm going to see if I can get some card corners. I'm going to pick some very basic corners too. And I want to use my rounded thing, so I'm going to go with this one. What's it telling me? It's telling me this is a difference between this one and this one. It's not going to make any difference to what I'm doing. So we're just going to pick this one. Now my design version is version 8.7.66. Now, first thing I'm going to do is make this the width, the correct width. Now next I'm going to position it to where I wanted it, which is these numbers here. So I grab my guide, find the Y position, copy, paste. I'm using Control C and Control V to copy and paste. Now that's my top two corners. So what I want to do now is contour out the bottom corners. And we're going to duplicate. And we're going to contour. And we're going to grab the bottom corners this time. Now we need to align those with the bottom of this. So I'm just going to pop it away from my guide. Got the correct guide. Oh, I feel like that's the wrong corners. Okay, so this is my guide. And these are my bottom corners. Yep. I'm going to go align to the left and align to the bottom. Now we could have done that process to do the top corners as well. Now I have square inset corners. I'm going to attach those together. Isn't that amazing? And I can see with the particular corners I've chosen, they'll suit the rounded insert nicely. Or you can do a square insert and cover it on your trimmer. Now you can make your design. Now you just got to remember, you got to keep in mind that it's got to be a stencil image. So when you're looking at your images, you want to look for something that'll look good on a stencil. So we've been doing Christmas themed ones, so I'm just going to go Christmas. I'm going to go to free. Sometimes they come up with access exclusive freebies though, which is a bit strange. And the tree that I want isn't even here, but I'm going to steal this Merry Christmas. I'm going to go with tree. Where's the tree that I wanted? It's disappeared. I was using that tree, but it told me it was an access exclusive, which was a bit strange. I'll go find my tree in a moment. Let's look for the sun, because I definitely want a sun. I'm going to go with the draw sun. And I've got this Christmas tree just here. I'm just going to add them to canvas. I did try a different Christmas tree, but it said it was free. Then I went to cut it and it said it was an access exclusive, so I gave up. So this is a stencil style tree. So when it cuts out, it will leave you with a lovely tree pattern. I want to make this into a stencil and see if it's any good. So I'm going to use the contour feature and I'm going to remove the insides of the letters. So all these tiny little dashes, just want to leave the eye of the... And now it should look like how it would cut, and if we're happy with that, then we can adjust that accordingly. Might make that smaller, might make that bigger. Now I'm from Australia, and when we have Christmas, it's in summer. I'm going to make both of those a basic pen. I generally am a bit lazy and just put the black 0.4 pen and end up cutting it with a 0.3 pen because my 0.4 pen that came with the machine is running out. They're so close that doesn't make too much difference. I'm sure one of these days I'll make a mistake and realise why. And so this is my card design. And I'm just going to attach it all together. And I don't love the black, so I'm just going to make sure that I change that colour. To something I can see a bit better. And now I can see also where the black lines will be drawn. I can see all of that is looking good. One more thing. And I will save this design as well, even though it's very, very similar to another one I have. What I will do, what will I do? Now, we've worked into the weld and the unite function. So we've used the unite function over the weld function. If you have trouble cutting this on your mat, it's taking too long to load, just go back and do a save as, then go and weld everything that was united, and maybe weld some things that were attached as well. Now, we're just going to then go ahead, I'm going to press make it, see what happens. I keep calling it make it because they've changed it to make. It's a nice little update. I haven't attached it properly to each other, but it is loading is more the point. So make sure you've got to attach it to the card. So we've missed a step. So we've got all of this attached together, but we haven't attached it to the actual card. And now we're going to press make it. On mat. Confirm. See how it's saying now it's sorting and it's taking a little while? It might mean that we have to go back and do some welding and attaching, reattaching, because it's going to take too long. So what I will need to do is do a save as. Don't do this on your original design. Go through, let's start with the card base, and do unite, weld. And because we've touched it next, we've just got to go send back to the back. Now, detach everything here. Exclude the drawer and grab all these cuts and we'll weld those together too. Then we'll grab this together and 3 of them and attach. Check that it still looks okay and press make. On mat, confirm. And see how it's just loaded straight up? That's from the guides, that spare mat. Don't worry about it, doesn't make any difference. You've got your card. Now to finish off this card into the whole cutting process, jump into the video I've got in the description box. Have a lovely day.
If you liked the video today, please go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up for me. If it is the first time you're watching me, make sure it is not the last. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you are amongst the first to know when I release a new video. Thanks for watching.